So Mario Kart looks sweet. I'll give them that. Mario Kart, we're just jumping right into it, chat. I'm excited for the new Mario Kart. A whole bunch of new characters, like saw a penguin. I know I saw a dolphin. There's going to be a lot of new characters, which I'm super hyped about. A lot of new vehicle options too. I love the idea of the open world where you can go to different, I don't know why it's just so laggy, where you can go to like different places and there's weather conditions. It looks like more cosmetics, which is always nice. Nintendo's not known for doing like loot boxes, so I'm not worried about the cosmetics like costing extra money. But the open world stuff is super cool. I love the idea of like you can race after race after race and you have to drive there and the race, and the race kind of continues in between. Super dope. Yeah, this comes out when the Switch 2. There is a bundle with the Switch 2, which just comes with a digital version. They didn't say anything about pricing, which makes me nervous. I'm going to check the website in a little bit after just kind of going over everything. The fact that they didn't say anything makes me think it's going to break 400, and I really hope it doesn't. So, little side note, they're not clapping. Why are they not clapping? We need them to be clapping. But this looks awesome. Next they talked about was the C button. Or a Nintendo console, this is cool. There's extra shit that they're doing to it to where you can basically stream your gameplay with like basically how I'm streaming right now. You can stream that to someone else or your party. They only showed parties of 4, so I wonder if there is a cap on that. I hope there's not, just in case you have like say Smash game where you're playing with 8 people or Mario Kart where it can hold up to 25 racers. Like I would like the parties to be a little bit bigger, maybe not do all the camera stuff with the bigger parties, but have more than 4 people because they only showed 4 people in the voice chat party at a time. For Nintendo, this is very cool. They do have their little Nintendo gimmick to it, which is nice, but at the same time, like we've had voice chat and voice lobbies on other consoles since 2010 or whatever the Xbox 360 was out. So this is very an old concept and an old idea that yes, it's great Nintendo's finally doing it, but it is like they're finally doing it, you know? And it doesn't look like this is going to be an extra cost to the people that already own the online service, which is nice. I wouldn't want to pay extra just to finally get voice chat. Only concern with this though and Nintendo doing it, well, this right here is a concern. The idea that the mic's all the way over here instead of on the Pro Controller, and the Pro Controller does have the C button. I think all these new controllers should have a microphone on it because that's better. The PlayStation DualShock, which I have right here, has a built-in microphone on it with a small speaker and a mute button. I think that's a better design than having the mic all the way on the Switch. I get the idea with the cost of the Pro Controller and the Joy-Cons, probably a little bit more if they put a microphone on it. But at the same time, I do think it's just better because this, they showed like a blender, somebody blending something in the background, and it says it will like do noise cancellation, which is cool technology, and Discord also does that, and so does the PlayStation. The problem is it also distorts the sound sometimes when like someone starts raging or screaming, which is like the funniest part of voice chat in my opinion, when someone's upset and getting pissed off and they're like, oh, this, I can't do with this anymore. That part's fun. I mean, we'll see how Nintendo does it. It just makes me nervous. I think this is going to be not the ideal way of doing voice chat. I think most people are going to do a headset or something if they even use this like this, but we'll have to see. Right here, when they show that other people playing the games, these games down here are very, like, not smooth. Like, they don't look that good. Granted, like, you wouldn't really need something super smooth, but why put the extra power if it's going to be this laggy? I do like this feature where you can click to someone else's stream and watch them. The way they demonstrated it was like, oh, if someone's lost, you can kind of find them. The way they demonstrated is about like, oh, this person's lost in the game. Oh, let's help them find her and get her back on track. That's cool. I don't think a lot of people are going to do that. I mean, a handful of times, maybe. Most of the times I would use this feature is if my game's updating or loading on something and I can watch someone else in my lobby play the updated version of whatever or this as I'm waiting for my game to load. Like that's how I use it on Discord now, is when my game's uploading, someone else has uploaded, I'll check it out, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so this is like when you click the C button, it comes up this. You have this where you can stream your game, You have the microphone. They did talk about this camera feature, which I was really curious about. What view software information? So I guess if someone's playing a game you're interested in, you can kind of see it in the App Store, which would be cool. Yeah, so that looks like shit. Like again, for Nintendo and what this console is, it is cool, but at the same time, these are features we've had on other consoles for over a decade now. Like I love it, but it's something I feel we should have gotten a while ago. I don't see a lot of people doing this where you're streaming your game and 4 other games because I think it's going to make your game run like shit just because based on how laggy these are. It is cool. It shows these little eyeballs down here. So it does show you're watching someone's stream. I do think that's a good indicator. So if you want to call someone out for cheating, you can kind of check down here and see. I hope there's an option to not have, if you're not doing the view someone's gameplay thing down here, if you can get rid of this and just have it like Discord does where the little bubbles come up on the top left or top right, because I don't want my screen to be minimized, especially when I'm playing in handheld mode, just because I have voice chat on. I don't know how often I'll use voice chat, but I don't want my screen to be compromised just because I'm doing voice chat. I love this Mario. This Mario looks really fun. I love the open world idea. Definitely see myself like driving around looking for like almost skate spots since they have the Mario Kart like grinding feature and shit. That looks fun. Yeah, I'm very excited for this and everything. I think that'd be really cool. What else? Oh yeah, the camera. I'm curious how much they're gonna charge for the camera. I do like that it could plug in on the top of the Switch in handheld mode. I do think that's a sign for other random quirky accessories from either Nintendo or third party to do stuff similar to this camera feature. Yeah, I do like this idea because it can open the door for other third party stuff, but I'm curious how much this camera is going to cost. I'm not going to use this feature that much. It is cool that it works, but again, like all this down here looks super choppy. And again, I know it's for what's basically a handheld console. Is also Toad's floating right here. Yeah, Toad just got asset dropped. I wonder if this you can get an extension for this to put on like what's behind your TV but goes above it. I think that would look nicer. I was going to do this YouTube idea talking about how video game consoles are now fighting for not desk space but like space on top of your entertainment center, such as how the Switch you can't really put is or like in a cabinet because you need to go up and down with it, and like similar with like the PlayStation 5 where the best way of using the PlayStation 5 and how they want you to use it is upright, and then when with the one Xbox that looks just like a rectangle, I think it's the Xbox Series X or S, I forget which one, but like even that you can't really tuck away in a cabinet while you're playing. You kind of have to have it on display. So I think this kind of goes with that idea too of this camera. They want you to see it because now you have another thing Nintendo branded right next to your TV that you can't really put anywhere else now, which I'm iffy on. I got to see the price. I mean, I don't know who's going to do this. Maybe this would be good for streaming on Twitch. Like, you hook up your, Switch to your OBS, and now you 4 can stream. I don't know. I don't know who's actually going to use this feature of the camera. Like, basically a personal live stream to your friends. Like, I'm never going to do this with my friends. Still have my issues with the dock. Section right here of the dock. I want them to do something with that screen that's showing. Just because I think it would look nicer if it fully covered it. I get kind of why it doesn't. It's so you can kind of like grip it so you can pull it out easier instead of pulling it off from the sides with the Joy-Con and potentially damaging these things. I don't think these things are ever going to get damaged. I think people are overreacting with that. Like even showing like the weather, like a little weather app you can download to where when this is in rest mode, not fully turned off, but just rest mode, it could say the time, the date, and like maybe a Nintendo update can go across like your game finished updating. Play Tears of the Kingdom Enhanced Edition now. Like something like that I think would be really cool. Oh, do you know what the camera could be good for? The new like Wii Fit type game. Like they had that ring game where you can put your Joy-Cons in a ring and do some shit like that. That actually might be what they're going to use that for, and maybe they'll re-release it with a ring version. I love this. This is dope. I think this button though is going to be like one of those like fidget things when the Joy-Con's not plugged in and I'm like playing Mario Party with my friends or something, I can see myself just like constantly being like this and just playing with it. Extra storage. Extra storage is a good thing. We'll take that. Right, this is dumb. I'll say it. This game, the fact that one, it's not bundled in, and it looks like it's like a tech demo slash like Switch 2 manual basically. Like, this should definitely be built in. Showed you this drop down screen. Like, I don't know. I know they showed like stuff later in this too, the mini game type things where you can like test the microphone basically. I just crazy that this will be available as a paid digital title. I don't know, maybe making it a meme to speedrun this would be really fun, but this should easily be built in. This should just be like a fun interactive manual. The new Pro Controller looks cool. Somewhat similar to the old one. Maybe the dimensions are a little bit different. New love on the back. They talk about, yeah, the audio jack's cool. I think that's how most people are going to do that voice chat, though. I don't think they're going to use the Switch microphone. I think they're just going to plug in a mic through there. Hopefully that does work with a mic. Awesome. Hands down. Good for Nintendo to do this finally. It's called a Pro Controller. Give us Pro Controller type options. This is a Pro Controller type option. To be able to custom map these, awesome. Love it. I think that's awesome. Release date June 5th. Awesome. I'll take it. That's great. Alright, so these upgraded games is what's next. I like the idea. It makes me nervous that they didn't say how much these upgraded games are going to cost to upgrade. Oh, this is what I was talking about before with the camera. Like, that's fun. It shows them on like on the bottom a little bit, and then like this is like, this would like, if the camera's like less than $40, I don't think it's going to be. I think it's probably going to be closer to 50 to 70. But if the camera's like $40, $20, I'll probably get it just for this, because this is funny. Like, I would love to have people over or play with friends online and seeing them hit a Mario block like this. It's very goofy, very Nintendo. I like it. Like, these mini games seem funny to play with other people. Just hearing them yell and stack Goombas on their head, like, this is, yeah, that would be fun with the camera. Not a selling feature, it's more just like a gimmick. Nintendo Switch 2 editions. I'm just curious how much they're going to cost, because they didn't say how much they cost separately. But they did say you can pay, if you have Nintendo Switch Online, or if you have the original game, you can just pay the upgraded feature, which, thank you, Nintendo. That is consumer friendly. I'm not going to do it for all of the games that are compatible. I'm not going to do it for Breath of the Wild. I don't know if I'll do it for Tears of the Kingdom. Maybe if it's not that much more. But Jamboree, like, yeah, I'm definitely going to do it for this. It adds more content. They also showed it for Captain Toad, which I thought was crazy. Oh, yeah, and then for Zelda, a Zelda Notes app thing. I don't care for it. I mean, I've played the game so much that I don't need a GPS on my phone for the game. I think that's something that should have came out with DLC possibly. The Kirby one, I think this is awesome. This is basically just DLC for the game for the Nintendo Switch 2. That's cool. Finally, I'm so happy they showed this, because this is exactly what I wanted when they first teased the mouse feature, is to play games like this. The fact you can control and then just use the mouse Joy-Con as a mouse, that's exactly how I want to play. This is, for me at least, going to be like the ultimate playing style for shooters like this. I thought they had it for Captain Toad. I thought they did. Physical and digital versions. That's nice. I can drive. This looks fun. This is definitely this looks choppy. It's not a great presentation. I think this is very much just like, I don't know. If you're going to have a boxing game, I think this could have been the boxing game. Like, actual game, not that manual game. But this looks fun. There's a scene that I do want to say. It's like a $70 game. I probably won't get it. But they do have these ramps back here. And there's a scene where somebody's doing like a trick over it while they're like waiting. It looks like in the lobby. That guy's just watching. They do have a scene where it looks like someone's doing tricks in the background. Yeah, back here you have Lewis, Jack, and Danny just like doing tricks. It looks like. I mean, if they have like a skate park setting where you can like free ride, I would get it just for that because I like playing skateboarding games and just messing around with tricks and combos. So if it's not just this basketball game and they also have like a skateboarding game kind of, I'm down. That would be really fun. This is like the huge third party portion. Um, New Tony Hawk, which we kind of already knew was coming out for the Switch 2. I don't know who's going to get it for the Switch 2. I'm personally not. I'm just going to get it for something else. The Hitman game's coming. A lot of third party support. Okay, this fucking blue ball moment. I was getting so excited. So right here, as soon as I saw this, that's like in game. That's definitely in game. You're moving the character. Like that's gonna be the opening cutscene or whatever. I was so excited. I thought we were gonna get basically a spin-off title, but related to Tears of the Kingdom, which we technically are, but I thought a new type of spin-off. I didn't think it was gonna be Hyrule Warriors until they kept talking and they're like the fight against the imprisonment war, and then obviously we got the title card. I feel iffy about it. I love that it's technically in the lore of Tears of the Kingdom and I guess Breath of the Wild, even though there's some contradictions between the two games. I love that they're continuing that lore. A lot of people asked, basically was like, can we play the imprisonment war? And yeah, now you can. My problem is that it's Hyrule Warriors. I personally don't like the Warriors series. I played the first one, and then I didn't buy the second one, but I watched people play it and understood the lore mechanic to it, even though the lore of that one was kind of like more taking different elements from different timelines and different Zelda universes and putting them in one, which was kind of cool, but they didn't do anything after that. This one at least is related to Tears of the Kingdom, which is nice. This is cool. I think anyone that likes the Warriors games or wanting a new Hyrule Warrior, so you got it. I don't know if I'll buy this. If anything, I'll buy this when like that moment comes where I'm done with like whatever mainline first party game and I just want to keep playing my Switch 2 and I need a filler game until 6 months or 4 months later another game I really want to play comes out. So this might be a filler, but it's definitely not a first buy for me. I'm not super stoked on this new GameCube controller. It's wireless, which wireless and whatever has gotten better over the days with input delay, but I think like I just think about the Smash community. I don't think the Smash community cares for this and is going to use this controller. It's cool that it's backward compatible and it'll be fine for those games, but this is gonna sell out super quick. It's gonna be like $100 controller, and then the gray market of it or whatever on eBay is gonna be like a $250 controller. I just don't think it's gonna be worth it when you have all the other controller options. And with the GameCube Online, they say later in this that you can remap all the controllers to your liking. So I don't know, but they didn't say that the adapter for old GameCube controllers that was made for the Switch 1 is compatible with these GameCube classic Nintendo games. I hope it is, because then I don't have to buy anything to play them how they're supposed to be played. But at the same time, like, I can see Nintendo saying no to it. Playing online with multiplayer games on this is great. Still not a big fan that they don't change the aspect ratio to fit the Switch. I get why they wouldn't, but at the same time, like, there's so much dead space, and now it's going to look like even more dead space with a bigger screen. So, just not here for that. This is where the stream started messing up a lot. Yeah, it just kind of like went to shit. Is anybody playing Cyberpunk anymore? You know? Here's what I really want to go into, though. Yeah, this new Donkey game. I'm so happy another 3D Donkey's coming. This is so laggy. Yeah, the new Donkey looks cool. I'm excited for it. I'm not a fan of his new character model, but the movement in this game looks really fun. It kind of reminds me of like the fast-paced movement and combo movement you can kind of do with like Mario Odyssey. So I am excited for this. It's not a launch title, which is surprising. I thought they would make it a launch title, but it's not. Yeah. Not a launch title, but hey, it's cool. Boom, I'll thumbs it up. I'm excited for that. Yeah. So overall, for the Switch 2, um, yeah, I think it was a good showcase. Let's see Nintendo's website. Games on the way. Take a closer look. Oh, holy shit, they did release it. So the price is up. So it's 450 and this is $500. Holy shit, the prices have been revealed. That's a lot. That's a lot, chat.